Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, welcome. Yeah, we've been fiddling for a while here. Crap. Hang on, I need to end task something. Just give me a second. This won't take long. There we go. We're good. Okay. So, we've been tinkering for I don't even know how long at this point. Oh, actually, I can check. It looks like about 40 minutes. That's not too bad. We're going to do a mission. We're going to stay in full screen for the moment because, well, to be perfectly blunt, I want to see how our settings are working. So, we're currently at a bilinear filter for future reference. And we'll see how it looks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, I guess. Who are you? Mutiny in the Mist.
No matter how powerful our enemies may be, there's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
Right. Which one was the best filter? And yeah, we've already done that, Tessie. We are locked in with the Eagles of Doom, and it was a poll.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lenato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscar.
I remember that day well. No one saw it coming. Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Duscar. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution.
So we have switched over to the best filtering now.
King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Hang on, I'm actually going to switch off the filter.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
So we're currently without a filter at all. And no, Baron, I would be a terrible commander. I would be the worst in the entire world. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's cute. We literally have fog. Just fog of war. There she is. Yeah, no, I guess we're good. So this is a different filter. This is the area filter.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
Okay.
smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
You can smell blood? What the hell, man?
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
So it looks like it is a continuous fog, which, yay. Oh, I bet, Aethel. So we can see where people died. Right there, a lot of people died. Holy crap. And a bunch pretty much on the path up here. Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming, Dakota. See, the way they were talking about fog back in town, I thought fog was going to be like a status effect or a terrain type, not literally fog of war. Whatever. Let's switch down to bicubic filtering. See how this looks. I cannot use zoom view. I guess that actually makes sense. Okay, so let's just do a standard move forward. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna be weird and stupid and dumb.
I will prevail. That's my cue.
Battle.
I will get the victory.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
So he's our thief. You notice he has more move now, I just noticed. Doesn't look like he has more vision, though.
Put me in there.
Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Yeah, it sounds... That's kind of what I'm getting the impression of, Andre. Now, I'm going to try one more filter, which is this one. Point filtering. See how this looks.
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Okay. Okay, point filtering is a no. That's okay. Let's switch down to bilinear. It could be Dakota. Lord knows they're pushing this whole passives thing, which I actually kind of like on paper, so we'll see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill him. No, let's... Where's... I'm pretty sure the delay difference won't go away until I restart OBS, and that's fine. Since it doesn't matter for me, I'm watching the monitor. And if you guys aren't seeing a delay, then functionally, there is no delay.
Sorry.
Wait, we can play the game? I wish Niscosto was here. He was one of the biggest noticers of the problem. I wish Pax was here, actually. He was doing it, too. And he was helping me with it. I might bug him. What time is it? Yeah, I'll bug him later. Oh, that's... I didn't even think about that, Dakota. I forgot we did a bunch of job changes. Ah, whatever. Whatever. I'm already dumb. No damage! Miss! Also miss. I'm not super impressed with you so far, lady.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Oh no. A slight damage to Linhardt, the worst character in the game. Right, Bio? Miss! Crit? Yeah, that's a crit. Oh, yeah, I should start drinking again. I wasn't drinking that whole time. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how it looks up here. So we're back. Don't worry, I didn't spontaneously take off my outfit. It's a joke, Gold Flavis. I don't actually have anything against him. I do like how the armor shows in combat. It does. I'm even trying to help Ferdinand. Come on. Give me a break, guys. Alright, so... which thing, Aethel? So we need to kind of get her out of the forests. We're going to go straight left. Kind of hope we run into people on the way. Look, if you don't want the camera on, Alex, I can just turn it off and turn into every other streamer in the universe. Just say thank you so much every time someone donates, and then nothing else, ever. This is bilinear. We're currently using bilinear. What was I doing? I had a plan and everything. I'm one of the Cylons and I got a plan. Can I heal myself? I can't, can I? Let's head her up. Ah! I don't know if that's fully plus worthy. That might be part of an aggregate, Aethel. We shall deliberate. I'm going to send him out, because I want him to die. Yeah, sure. The other good one, hang on a second, was... Langsos. I don't know how to pronounce that, which we are now on. Oh, it's old concepts, but I do think the game deserves a plus or a minus if it, you know, does it well. I agree the job system is something that we need to really dig into, which, I don't know, I'm going to do the best I can on that one. Try to vary up who we're using for what and where. Let's get... I think we'll switch back to bilinear. I feel like we get the most consistent goodness on that one. Actually, let's turn off scale filtering and see how that looks here. Just completely. I want you to heal him.
Thanks.
This is basically what I like to call the no really check. Aha! Thought you'd be cute, didn't you? Let's attach him to the North Battalion. Or squad. Can't tell the difference. That actually makes sense, because we're basically at 1080, shrunk to 720, shrunk to, you know, this section of the 720. So that would make sense. If you can't tell the difference here. Let's really overextend, because we're dumb.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lanato.
Okay. Hey, Epic Da Vinci. Yeah, I kind of wish we had more songs for these. So I looked up something. When you use a Fire Emblem amiibo, which I actually don't have, you can get additional songs, but it's only for the auxiliary battles, not the plot ones. So I'm really hoping we get another song. Like, I like this song, but this is going to get old. You know what I mean?
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe Lord Lenato has the strength to carry on.
After I rip it out of him. God dang, our main character is just wrecking it as a thief.
Predictable.
Other than the Smash ones, I don't know, Alex.
Take that off.
No damage! And there's that tanking thing. I love this. The big, heavy Super Doom lady is just like, I'm gonna be down here. Okay, you're gonna help? No, I'm the Super Doom lady. Okay, sure, whatever, I guess. Weirdo. I'm pretty sure I played Echoes. Echoes is the one that's 3 in 1, right? Just make sure we're talking about the right one. Fair enough, Dakota. Oh no, so which one's Echoes? And which one's the 3 in 1? Let's go ahead and try to give him this. That doesn't sound familiar at all. So I'm going to assume I have not actually played Echoes. Hey, it's Evil Man. Oh, that's us. Never mind.
Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Okay. Right. Okay, so yeah, near as I can tell, I have not played Fire Emblem Echoes. Sorry, my bad. I thought Echoes was Fates. So that would mean I've played Genealogy, 7, Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Awakening, and Fates. So this is actually the 7th I've played? Well, I think Genealogy's 4, in which case I would have been 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12 would be the ones I've played, I think. Whoops, wrong controller. My order's got to be wrong then. because it goes, Fire Emblem, so 7, Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, Awakening, Fates, 3 houses. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this would be the 14th. So something's wrong there somewhere. Let's see. Oh, the remakes, that would be why. That'd be why. Sure. Sure hope I get that blacksmith soon. So far? Honestly, 7 really shines for me. Like, and granted it was my first Fire Emblem, but as I've said many times, that doesn't usually influence my decision on a favorite.
Thank you.
But something about 7 just really hit the nail on the head of what I wanted out of this kind of a game. Like, the graphics were great, the animations were pretty decent. I think this game beats that one on animations. It had decent story, it had decent character, it had several memorable characters. I liked the entire tutorial campaign they added for the American version. The story kind of lost me towards the end, but I still liked most of the plot. As opposed to, like, say, Awakening, where Awakening had some legitimately great character stuff on its story, but the plot was just kind of awful, you know? Like, actively bad. To my knowledge, yes, Ventures, although don't quote me on that, I'm not an expert. They didn't move. How interesting. I have no idea what the AI is thinking here. The friendly AI, I mean. Let's keep you guys bundled up for this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Practice does make perfect.
Well, he's noble mastered. Not that I care about him. He must die. Which one of the Marth games, Bio? No, Baron, those poor, helpless alien empires. See you around, Platty. Aw, you didn't even get to see Bernadetta in action. Sadness. That's okay. Let's super extend here. Well, no one requested. Funnily enough, every Fire Emblem Fire Emblem game I've played has been for the show. Usually that's because I have no interest, but in this case it's just coincidence, really. That's up to you, not me, by this point. God. Yeah, hi, I'm Byleth. I'm just gonna be killing the hell out of everything right now. If that's cool with everyone. He's just wrecking. Yeah, I had enough issues with 4 to quit. I'm not sure I want to go replay 1, but I mean, at some point it's probably going to happen, let's be honest.
That really helped.
Exactly, Cloud of the Stars. I mean, I like Frostmourne as much as anybody, but... Speaking of Ferdinand, let's give him this kill. Perfect. I mean, that actually works for me, Alex. In fact, I would rather the previous ones had an official name. Most times when you can name a character, there's like an official name for it. And you can just ignore that as at your leisure. And I kind of prefer that. I'm just going to keep being insane with my main character here, because whatever.
It's time!
Welcome back, Bragon. So we've decided which of our characters is Platy, but which one is Bragon? Other than that guy, obviously. The ladies' man. That's not the ladies' man, I'm kidding. Well, Pokemon is a little bit different, but I gotta be honest, I would actually prefer if Pokemon had a named character. But then again, I'm one of those extremely weird people who really prefers Pokemon when it has, you know, story. Honestly, that's probably Bragon. But no. Let's make this Bragon. Yeah, that's actually probably me, if we're being honest. Clong, clong, clong. Well, the only downside is you can do that, Dakota, but it gets rid of both the icon and the portrait. It would have been nice if there was like a portrait icon, none mode. That would be nice, you know. But instead, it's just whatever. Who would be Petra? Ooh. I'm not sure.
I owe you one.
Yeah, let's lure. Shall we?
Watch and learn.
This would be Tessie, obviously. Damn it, Ethel, I knew you were plotting against me. Look at this, 2 crits in a row. Jesus, Tessie. I mean, Byleth. Totally not Tessie. I flipped a coin for it, Tessie. No, we all know Bio is Lindhart. Oh, that would be fun, Takoida. By the way, supposedly this game has New Game Plus. We'll see how that works when we get there, but... Gold Flabius, you are Ferdinand! Who do I want to level? Zira would be... I have no idea who Zira would be amongst this group. Wait, no, Zira Hunter is the super womanizing guy who's not actually part of this group. And Mike is my father. Who do I want to level? I want to level Petra. Let's get her up there. And Dorothea.
Well done.
Eh.
You. I will be the one to kill you. No other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
So how much do you want to bet the church is corrupt? I was going to turn her into a healer, Bio. So I don't know. It's the beginning of the game. Sorry, right. Church is corrupt. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course the church is corrupt. Yeah, it would be harder to name the churches that are not corrupt in JRPGs. I feel like we've done that before, like sat down and tried to name each church that is not corrupt in a JRPG. We've come up with a couple. And a few technicallys, like churches that are corrupt but have decent people in them. Church of Yevon is a good example of that one. Okay, go get the experience. Oh, whatever.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
I love how many people have died on that spot, by the way.
Disappointing.
This Speaking of dying on that spot. It's even worth attacking? I mean, sheesh. Honestly, let's just wait.
I want...
Okay, so now that we've got the two people, the experience, I wanted to grab them. I think Yevon counts as a technically, Alex, because Yevon is corrupt, right? Duh. But, oh, I would argue very strongly that most of the people who follow Yevon, the people, are actually not corrupt. So, you know, weirdness. So let's see who he attacks. Ooh. That's okay. She got the level she needed. That's all I really needed. Okay, that's irritating. The ally just got in one of the only slots available to attack him. That is legitimately irritating. I won't disagree with dumb, Blue Wolf, but I don't think they're malicious.
That vile woman. Christoph, forgive me.
I mean, it's a better track record than the Church of St. Eva, which has like 99% extremely cartoonishly evil people.
Never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate.
And one decent guy.
Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
The heck is secret? What are these things that I am receiving? I am confused. MVP. Yeah. The Lich King reigns. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Whee.
Damn it, it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken.
Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What's the difference?
Pushed Lord Lonato to this point.
We may never know.
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies. If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal.
Hit. I'm gonna go with agreed on that one.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Why?
Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause.
We must rebel against the church.
To change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
For the greater good.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
Yeah, this would be a time for lore shocks.
Returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Am I the only one hearing a villain speech here? Like, seriously. Hey, hang on. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia, but we must punish any sinners who inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learn a valuable lesson of the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens. I mean, come on!
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenata's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Even if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students.
Of course you follow me.
But the gravity of
They
the
all
situation
do.
requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
So I just noticed this because I'm a moron. Andre donated earlier. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if Andre's there anymore. Yeah, I haven't seen him talk in a while. God damn it. Well, whatever. On the VOD, thank you very, very much, Andre. Much obliged and appreciate the donation. Thank you. And thank you, Vigilant, very much, as ever and as always. Hubert killed him. No! That's okay. That's probably for the best, honestly. So let me jot that down. So Andre donated for, I can type, FF14. And Vigilant donated for the mobile Mega Man X game. You got it. And thank you again. Killing monsters. Oh yeah, she's been super religious zealotry. Like, the warning flags.
Part 1. White clouds. Blue sea moon. The goddess's rite of rebirth.
She has been putting off really big flags of being an evil church leader for a while now.
As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the blue sea star returns to the sky once more, believed to be the goddess's home, her her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth.
It's actually a space station.
On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
Thank you very much, Japan. Which I'm pronouncing your name horribly, and I do apologize. I swear I'm trying. But nevertheless, thank you very much for the subscription. You haven't told me where you want to put that, though. And that means we're going to have to stab you. Like, we had to stab Bio like 30 times before he finally put something towards it, so... It's Casper's birthday. Yeah, sure. Here you go. I don't like Casper, but whatever. Yes! Let's go do our... So our first cutscene with Manuela, guys.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes. Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear?
I mean, you don't need it.
Oh, What is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do. I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want?
I'm sorry, what were you doing?
Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know.
Sorry.
No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway?
Hang on. What about last night?
You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say? Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
It's like 10 a.m. Uh-oh. Another event. Hey, Epic.
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
Doubt it.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault, too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Honestly, I want to recruit everyone, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be at that.
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Why is he dancing? I do remember. It was on the 24th of July at 5:03 p.m., Mr. Red. What? I keep detailed records. You kidding me? This is my business. Anyways, you can absolutely put that towards... I can pull this up here. 97. Empire at War. That's not Empire War. That's Jade Empire. Sorry, Jade Empire. I saw Empire, and I was thinking the wrong direction. There we go. So noted, Mr. Red. Okay, so... Do we have the blacksmith yet? No. So, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you guys about something. You probably have heard me say about how I... am stupid. And it's true, I am very stupid. But don't worry, I'm going to fix that real quick here. What do you think the command should be for seeing the pluses and minuses document? Like, what do you think is a good command for that? Rating? Review? Rating. I kind of like rating, admittedly. Give me a second. Enjoy lunch, Gold Flavius. Well, it's the same document for the IDCs and the premiers, Mr. Red, so... Now that would be... Damn, really, Bragwin? Isn't that your job? So... Okay, someone do me a favor and try rating really quick. That's bang rating. There we go. Shazam. There you go. We have set up the rating command again. Since we're using Nightbot anyways, we might as well, right? And as you can see, there's a little bit of spam protection built in there, too. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I was saying about how I'm stupid. What I actually was going to talk about, in addition to my stupidity... There we go. Which one of these is Dancer? And what does Dancer take? I just realized I don't know what Dancer takes. I can't check that here, can I? Yeah, I'd have to go to... Oh, no, I can check here. I can check here. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. So, Dancer. Which of these is Dancer? As I say, I need to know what to raise her in. I'm guessing that's one of the question marks. So yeah, I'll need someone with the Googles. When I'm doing ruminations, I've talked about this before, I crunch, right? That's the wrong word. I cram. I cram the info in there as hard and fast as I can, and then, as usually happens for cramming, it tends to dribble right back out. Like, I'll remember bits and pieces of the games I've played for ruminations, but that's it. Now, you might be thinking, Laura, why are you bringing that up right now? Well, I was looking at the goddess icon of the secret book, and I was like, what the heck are those? I'm pretty sure I've gotten those in some of the previous games, but I have no distinct memory of it. Not in the least of which being that I don't have a lot of distinct memories about most of the Fire Emblem games, because all the Fire Emblem games to date have been for ruminations. Cramming. The one I remember most is the only one I streamed, Awakening, and the first one, 7, which I've actually started replaying until I realized I didn't have time to, but whatever. Now you might be thinking, Laura, why are you bringing this up? Well, it's partially because of the fact that I tend to prefer streaming, not just because I get to interact with you guys, but because I actually remember the games I'm playing. Like, most of these details kind of get stuck in my head. Whereas if you asked me, you know, all the in-depth details of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 right now, I'd be like, ugh, I barely remember playing that game. Who do I want with high luck? Well, either way, I want to store those for right now. That's true, we did quite a... I knew there was another game I was thinking of that had that feature. Who's the evil Chancellor in Genealogy? Let me think about that very carefully. Fire Emblem. Let me just put a lot of thought, lots of thought into this one. Let's see here. Yep, Lotus. And then L, which leads to... was it Manfroy? That doesn't sound right. He was the cult leader. I don't know. In one sentence. Oh, okay. One sentence. Sure, I could do that. Western RPGs tend to be more open and more focused on an individual, whereas JRPGs tend to be more linear and more focused on a group. If you want me to summarize as much as I can, I think that's about what I got there. He needs... What? Oh, wrong one. There we go. So he could totally... I need a thing. No. What? I have those in stock. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Why is Ferdinand unable to turn into a cavalier? Oh, that says... What the hell? That says I have 0 intermediate seals. What I just saw that I had 3 of them. No, apparently I do not have any intermediate seals at all. Why does it say I have 3? Actually, they do say it's right there. 10 or higher, right at the bottom. But I don't have any seals. I'm so confused. Whatever, whatever. Oh, of course, I should have known that in stock means in the store, not in stock. God damn, this stupid freaking dumb awful. Well, I have infinite of these. I thought we did Taquita, but whatever, I suppose. Didn't say how many of these I have. What was your issue with the interface, Taquita? No, shotgun.
Petra. Industrious as ever, I see.
Hello, Hubert. Yes, I am trying to be industrious. I must be working hard to improve my position. Right now, it is not a good one.
Even accounting for that, your efforts are impressive. I wish a little of you would rub off on certain people here. One troublesome slouch in particular.
Rub? I will not be rubbing on anyone.
Not literally. I never would have imagined you would adjust so well to life in Fodlan. When I first met you, you couldn't understand a single word of the language. You had the look of a cornered animal. So much so I thought you'd grown up in the wild.
I had more youth then, and the experience was terrifying. My grandfather ordered me to go to Fodlan with suddenness. I was stolen to a strange land filled with strange people. The treatment I was receiving was like I was a strange beast.
It is unfortunate, but while you were called our guest, you were actually a hostage. You were meant to be insurance that Brigid would not restore its alliance with Dagda and attack us. The Empire required leverage, and after all, you are the Princess of Brigid.
It gave me sadness to leave my home, but I am not unhappy that I came to the Empire. I have learned much understanding from the outside world. My experience has made me become who I am. And meeting you and Lady Edelgard has had great value for me.
I admire your spirit in the face of adversity. You set a strong example to follow. And there is much more adversity to come.
I'm actually surprised they acknowledged that. Royal family hostages, or enemy family hostages, was an extremely common tactic back in Japanese feudal society. And various others as well. So...
Another fine day, alone in my room, and plenty of books to read.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with. What did I do?
You did not do anything wrong. Please, listen. Look, just breathe, will you?
Can't breathe. Too scared.
I see that you are struggling. Please calm down.
Easy for you to say.
I just wanted to discuss how you are always hiding in your room. It seems like something must be troubling you, for you to shut yourself away like that. If something is the matter, maybe I can help. But you need to tell me what it is first.
No thanks. I'm fine. See, I'm breathing out. You fixed me. Can I go?
Do you not realize that life is passing you by? Have you no desire to venture beyond this reclusive lifestyle? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a noble is actually rather...
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior. I beg you to take my hand, otherwise I will have to pick you up and carry you, and neither of us will...
What if I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get lost! Oh no!
Ouch! I sprained my wrist.
Oh, no. Now you've done it, Bernie. Now, you're his eternal rival.
I do not wish to hurt you. Actually,
No! I'm done for! You'll be the death of me for sure!
Maybe I should just come back later.
I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but Bernadette is my favorite character so far. Bernadetta, Petra, and, Edelgard are my three favorites. Oh, and Manuela, of course, my one true love.
A hero's relic. However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
No, I like to think that we're not actually present for those at all eventers. In character, I mean. Obviously, we're present out of character. Look, I'm sure there's a decent male character somewhere. I just don't care. All female party. I'm legitimately working towards that, by the way. All female party.
Hi. If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here.
That's okay. Didn't I see you in the dining hall last night?
I get hungry sometimes, like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you?
Yeah.
There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Yes, no, that's actually a problem. No, it's a harem empire bio. There's a big difference.
Maybe.
I'm kidding. Ooh. A harem empire. I like it. We must form the harem empire. That's strange. Hang on. No, okay. Excuse me. I cultivate with infinite magic.
It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrick Mach's 995-year history.
Oh my god.
Beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
I'm actually astonished it's not 1,000 years for once.
Okay?
Have you heard about the Death Knight? What? I'm sorry, I think I misheard you, ma'am.
Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Right. I don't have an info on her yet, do I? No, I don't. Damn. Oh well. And yes, we're totally marrying Manuela. Our one true love. Because such a thing exists.
So... Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The goddess's rite of rebirth is this month, right? The monastery gates will be thrown wide open on that day. I'll be working as a guide. I hope I get to guide some lovely ladies around.
Also, in response to Bio, like, plants that can end lives have... I mean, hemlock, you know.
Lady Rhea lifts the spirits of all the people of Fodland. We cannot allow her to come to any harm.
Of course. Can I recruit you yet?
Hi, Professor. I've actually...
I need stats. Stat. So I can recruit people. I also need the frickin' blacksmith, but we're working on that. Why wouldn't they, Bio? This is war.
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book. But I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable. And the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
I'm sorry, do you see the horse's beard?
Please, do me a favor.
Sure. Hell, I don't even have a beard like that. And I have a beard.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Did you encounter any danger?
No. But do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
Right. That's not terrifying.
I have something to ask of you.
I must gather information on the thieves' hideout. Sure. Why not? Wonder why that's considered bad breed.
Have you heard? Rumor has it that Death himself has been appearing in Garrick Mach.
I have not.
Every night and kidnaps folks. I wonder what happens to them.
Has anyone actually been kidnapped? Also. Damn it, join me! Join me or die! Join me or I will...
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Yeah, honestly, I'm worried I'm going to be locked out of recruiting people because I only have so many opportunities to raise my stats to, you know, recruit people.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares. Wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Yeah, I don't feel like drinking vinegar, thanks.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you?
Yeah, I have a brain.
Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I was thinking... Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire. Even the Church of Seros had no choice but to recognize the courage of Lug, the King of Lions who emerged victorious. The Church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Lug agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the Church and the Kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
Interesting. And pretty logical. But yeah, that sounds like the Empire and the Church didn't do so well at that particular point in history. Now, that was 4 centuries ago. But still, that is interesting. Because you'll notice one of the things that was mentioned... So, if the kingdom breaks off from the Empire, that means the territory the kingdom had used to be Imperial territory. And yet one of the provisions they gave was that they would allow they would allow people to preach in their territory, which used to be Imperial territory, which means it was probably not allowed for preaching in Imperial territory at that time.
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
It seems there were forces opposing the Church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
No one could ever possibly hate the Church.
I don't understand. What would they have against the Church?
Yeah, join me.
Oh, Professor.
Nope.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
Yes, I'm actually very...
Damn it. You know, hang on a second. Oh, well, let me try again. It literally won't even let me check. Hang on. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, no kidding, Venters.
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Duscur is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
Secretly, I am in fact betraying them. Muahaha. Ha. Ha ha. Mua.
People die in every battle. And it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different. I hope nothing bad happens this month.
There are actually real-life studies on that topic, Mr. Red. Although, obviously, there's not a lot of concrete data, because there kind of can't be.
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor?
I'm totally gonna raid the pantry.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
I need a favor. Yes?
Okay. Let's send Lindhart out. He will be our traveler. Our local specialty is, let's see, a pond snail. No, mithril. Hello, Dream Whisperer. Wait, hang on. I send you to the stable. Whatever the hell that means. Ooh, a steel sword. Oh god, there's suddenly players everywhere. I wouldn't bully the Monarchete, maybe. Okay, I totally would. Poke, 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 poke.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
What the hell, lady?
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Yeah, no kidding, Alex. Did I say Hydra Whisperer?
Lord Lenato's rebellion may have been quelled, but the unrest in Fargus isn't dying down anytime soon. The Boar Prince should hurry up and claim the throne, rather than letting old customs hold him back.
Right.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Who the hell are you again? Like, you're not even a regular NPC. Fighting tournaments have not been unlocked yet. Right.
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
Cool.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor. I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
By the way, just to get my prediction out there, we'll see how inaccurate this is, but I'm thinking that this whole thing is a feint. Not in the way they're thinking, but I think that they're trying to get them to pull stuff in and take externally. That's my take on it.
In Brigid, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past. The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Oh, that's horrible. But, you know, whatevs, as they say.
Professor Yuritsa seems very familiar to me, but I don't recognize his name. I guess the resemblance could be coincidental.
Join me.
Oh, you want me to... I'm already...
Damn it.
Right, right.
I wish I could just kill these people and raise them as my undead minions. That would be a lot simpler.
I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea.
What?
They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
Right. I suppose depending on the resources of the enemy, they could also do both.
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
No, seriously. Imagine if they have two objectives, and then when they show up, depending on the defensive setup, that's when they decide which objective they go after.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Yeah, me, I just toss that kind of stuff into a giant pit. Plunk. There's just a pile of treasure somewhere.
Professor?
Yeah, Casper's fine, I guess. But he has the critical flaw of being male. And we just can't have any guys in our party. Although, speaking legitimately for a second, I'm actually not really impressed with any of the male characters in our party. I haven't really gotten to know the ones for the other party members, obviously, you know, for the other classes, so we'll see.
Let's see. All this talk of assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet...
Dimitri's okay.
It is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Let's see.
You know what really weirds me out? Is we have a few complaints about, you know, obvious issues here and there with the UI. And yet, then there's some aspects of the UI which are really well designed. Like, nothing's really come up for it, so effectively no, Dakota. Like, every time I talk to that, he's just like, oh my god, she's such a slob, and that's all he would say. I'm honestly with Dakota on the font choice. Most especially since the font has no font scaling options. Which is never a good thing, really.
Excuse me, Professor? I just wanted to let you know that Lady Rhea is always real concerned with you. She expects great things, I think. Please don't let her down, okay?
Yeah, sure. When she dies later this night, or this week, this month.
I hope you're not just saying that.
Don't worry, she's definitely gonna die later this month. Well, see, you say that, Japon, but I mean, the handheld mode is just 720p, basically. So, which is actually what you're seeing right now as well, actually. And this is also a game designed to be displayed on a multiple types of TVs at 3 separate resolutions. So, basically, no forgiveness is what I'm trying to say here.
Professor. Okay.
Where the hell am I? There I am. God, getting lost here.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros.
We're never recruiting him.
Someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration. It would seem that your reputation is on the rise. It's a shame I am not in your class.
I accidentally hit that. Thankfully, we can't actually recruit him. Lol, Japan. He would be a hindrance to the Empire. That is very true. Yes, we've decided that the secretly evil person is actually Lady Luna Freya from FF15. She's tired of being such a non-character there, so she switched over here.
Well done. You have my thanks.
I can just hear her right now. It was the only way to finally become a character. I had to be in another game entirely. I guess that'll wait then. You know, I said we wouldn't be talking to everyone every time, but screw you, we're talking to everyone every time.
That reminds me.
This is completely optional. That's what I like the most about this. I could load this up and then hit L and just end this whole thing immediately.
People seem to think that all the Knights of Seros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Mostly adorability bio. And also, as I think I've mentioned, I've known people like that in real life. Plural.
The goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star.
Space station.
In the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fordland. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
Yeah, Petra's my second favorite character. Pretty definitively. And then Edelgard is probably number 3.
Speaking of...
And then there's this guy, also known as Evil Man.
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. That easy to get under your skin, is it?
Aw. All you have to do is imagine someone being murdered. Actually, funnily enough, given how often that, you know, super advanced science fiction stuff is in JRPGs, I'm surprised that Fire Emblem doesn't really do that.
Well... About 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Geralt went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
What do you think makes a great mercenary? We'll do this. Yay! I have experience painting landscapes, and now I'd like to try my hand at portraiture. You think of anyone who could model for me? Ah! 2 corrects.
Here's a thought. With the whole monastery preparing for the goddess's rite of rebirth this month, it feels like everyone's a little on edge.
May I say?
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it. No. Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
I definitely won't join the enemy side. Maybe. Okay, I might, if I'm honest. My favorite type of music? Well, we all know what my favorite type of music is. If I could find it really quick. What's a really iconic song? Oh, I know. As I was saying, we all know the type of music that I like. Where the hell's the song? Oh, there it is. Anyways. Sorry.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
I'm not the public. Hate to point that out.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
See you around, Alex. Have a good day at work.
May I say?
Anyways, to answer you more accurately, Consulate, I like video game music. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, that's not a genre. Yeah, I know. I don't really like bands or composers. I like songs. So I have a collection that I've been building for many, many, many years.
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Now, what I want to say is, what's Spotify? But I actually do know what Spotify is. But put simply, no. I don't have a Spotify anything.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Really?
Oh, come on. I'm only kidding.
Wow. What does she train? Sword and arm and fist. Very well. Kill. Anyways, Tessie, sorry, I didn't respond to you. Your comment made me laugh internally. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I don't get a lot of sleep, and usually the whole point of the break time is to eat and take a nap to help me stream, because I'm actually, ever since I started doing the break thing, I'm actually streaming longer hours. So, I mean, if you want me to not eat and not sleep, then I'll go ahead and play StarCraft with you. No, I'd like to play StarCraft with you. It's just, I do need to recoup, especially since this last week has been a nightmare.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety? I'm quite all right. But your concern means a great deal.
Yeah, I know, it sounds so pathetic, doesn't it, Tessie? You guys probably can't tell. I can always tell the difference when I don't actually get in a nap. Holy crap. John Williams music usually doesn't hurt my ears, because orchestral stuff usually doesn't hurt my ears. Strings, trumpets, that kind of thing. Okay. So that's me interacting with the crest analyzer.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Right. Priceless objects. So we got some kind of doohickey, an ink thing. Let's see here. Some bottles of crap, a bunch of books. Yeah, I don't think there's any priceless objects in here, buddy. They could kidnap him. I mean, you'd think a professor would be a valuable resource, especially a professor who teaches nobles children. You know, the royal professor or whatever.
Hey, did you hear? A knight wielding a scythe is roaming around town at night.
I have not.
He's a villain. I'd like to get the measure of him. Hey, I know I'm in a different...
Meh. So I admit there's two things that irritate me about the UI. And I imagine when I mention them, you guys are just going to be like, ah, you're just a worthless, terrible, casual scrub, lore. Problem number one. These are related problems. Problem number one is that there's no real way to see what is required to recruit someone unless you actually go to try to recruit someone. In other words, the only way to really successfully recruit someone is to just try it or have a walkthrough. Second problem, related. Let's say I want to give a gift to someone, but I want to give them a good gift, a gift that they personally enjoy. Well, when you get to the gift screen, it shows you the item, and it shows you what they're good for, but not who they're good for. So again, you need to have that written down in some kind of walkthrough-y kind of format.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
Well, he's pure evil, obviously. Here, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, just real quick. So, gifts. So, obviously, some are grayed out, as you can see. But then we got this. Good for people who enjoy traveling, art, or coin. I have no idea if she's any of those things. Lost items. So, some of these are obvious. That's Edelgard's. Then this one is someone who wears flashy clothes. So that one's probably obvious. Callous in their methods? Finds themselves in fight? Someone who went to the Kingdom's School of Sorcery? You get my point here. Although apparently I have an item for Edelgard. Bag of tea leaves?
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup.
Okay. But first...
How did you know this was mine? Thank you, my teacher.
You're welcome.
I have a favor to ask.
So haven't I done that quest already? Yeah, so say I kind of have been doing that quest.
There's a place that the church values above all others.
The cafeteria. Save the hot dogs!
On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
The dining hall is actually an option.
Precisely. We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Yeah, I don't know if that's negative worthy, but it's definitely not something I like.
I bet the enemy is using this. Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
You're welcome. We'll see you around, Mike. Thank you for the bits. If you give me a moment, I'll jot that down. And I hope you have fun with whatever you're heading out to. I'll just add it to the pile here, because I haven't updated that yet. Alright, so it looks like I have to enter a unit into the fighting tournament. Okay. So it's going to be a sword. The reward is a steel sword. But she doesn't use swords. She uses axes. I need my best sword user, which isn't me. That'd be Petra. I haven't decided yet, Dakota, honestly. But more and more interest has been circling around that, so... I mean, that seems like a good idea to me, because that'll give us plenty of time to do other stuff, and then, you know, beginning of next year, we'll hit the FFs. Okay. Do I actually control this? No, it's just a thing. Goodbye.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Well, also I want to have as much gap between, you know, covering the FFs. It'll have been 2 years the end of this year since we did the FF lore run, the remake. So, yeah, Ferdinand would be like, I got this! Ah! Thud. So it looks like we don't heal in between fights. Yes, we have, Aethel. We did that a few weeks ago. We finished that last week. Oh, there it is. Restore HP. Didn't even see that. Sorry, I actually have stuff covering part of the monitor. I should move that so I could read that in the corner. There we go. Hey, Dark Angeli. What? Hi. What's up? I am glad I just refilled. Good lord. I'm gonna refill again after this. Oh, now you crit. You couldn't have crit earlier. That would have been nice. So yeah, let's do our last heal here. Now, I need you to crit because I'm pretty sure she's gonna win otherwise. Whatever. Oh yeah, we lost. Unless that was a crit, we just lost.
I'm glad I asked you.
What's funny is it seems like we win based on how far we get, and backing out or not backing out still costs time, which is the real problem.
Okay.
The goddess's right of could it be that...
He's gotta love tea.
How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Yeah, that was the gift quest, basically. The tutorial on giving gifts. Yep. You may now... Oh, hello! You may now invite your allies to tea for a chance to bond. Interesting.
Reminds me.
That's,
Alright, fine, Gold Flavius. You're no longer Ferdinand. Sigh. Yeah, that does sound like a waste of time unit, so let's test here, shall we? Let's find one of the harem... I mean, the women. I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke. Let's find one of the people I do want to recruit.
Hello?
I feel like she was up here, maybe? Yeah, she's right there. I know I want her. She's a healer, like bower or something like that. Go for it, Epic. I'm not gonna know.
But I don't...
Okay, so... Oh, I don't see a take out to tea time option. Oh well. Sigh.
Right.
Lawrence. Which one's Lawrence? I guess I can just look here. Who is Lawrence? Oh, that's weird nose guy. Sure.
Okay.
The god, could it be?
Artificial flower. There you go.
Most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
You're welcome, weirdo. Someone interested in tea. I mean, I know Lawrence is interested in tea. Hey, Nascosta. Alright, Nascosta. Everyone get your daggers ready. We all need to be ready to stab Nascosta mercilessly. Hang on. Are you ready, Nascosta? Are you prepared?
What?
How does the game look?
So...
I said get ready, not actually stab him. That's Ferdinand is the other one.
It is. I will stand...
Eh. Oh, I can invite him to tea. And by all means, Epic. I mean, why not, right? Here, just to really check this, here's the full screen mode. Gold Flavius, no! Oh, well, here, have some tea leaves.
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
I am not inviting Ferdinand to tea. Okay, what do we got here? So, telling jokes? No idea. Graduate? Sketch of a sigil. I mean, that's probably the professor dude, would be my thought here. Confessing offenses to the goddess. Deeply repentant? I don't know. Sorcery book? No idea. Tattered overcoat. Callous in their methods for Claude. Yeah, I could see that. Thunderbrand replica? I'm not sure about that one. But does it legitimately look better, Nascosta? We spent... Well, I spent about 3.5 hours of my life trying to fix this crap. But in the end, despite all the many, many, many changes, the one that seemed to work the best was the one we stumbled into by total freaking accident. Because that's just life, apparently. Let's see, I would imagine the crest is for this guy. Let's try this.
Unbelievable. Intriguing. I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
You are most welcome, sir. Okay, so Noxious would be for Claude, maybe? I mean, I'm not in a rush here, Epic. I mean, I guess I am. Kind of. Not really. I'm probably going to go ahead and break after we're done with this particular session. And then we'll wrap up the rest of the month when we come back. Let's try Claude really quick. I mean, he's callous, right? That's kind of his shtick. I mean, he's evil, right?
Could that possibly...
I can't even give him a gift, so I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I was thinking about going ahead and raising rep with students. I might still do that, actually, because I really want to recruit some people. Hubert? Where the heck is Hubert? He's like... Here, yep, there he is. I mean, he is a horribly evil person. I can invite him to tea, too.
Yes, that is mine. Thank you. Where did you find it?
Nowhere. Okay, it was Hubert. Noxious thing, Hubert. That makes sense. I just bugged the music out. There is no music.
Hey, you.
Ah! No, I'm kidding. So let's raise rep with people who are not in our class. What? Luck will decide if it's delicious or disastrous. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's not do that. Hang on, Epic. This button, I think? No. Hang on.
What's the matter? Even the goddess based not.
Damn it. I can. Oh my god, guys, I can never raise my rep with my dad. He's gonna die. He's super dead.
Have you these safe?
Okay, hang on. So, lost items. So, the Thunderbrand replica, which is someone enthusiastic about training. I'm actually not sure who that would be. Tattered Overcoat, someone who often finds themselves in fights. School of Sorcery, someone who went to the School of Sorcery. So, someone from the kingdom. Confessional Letter, someone who feels deeply repentant to the goddess. Mysterious Notebook, someone who likes telling jokes. I have no idea who that is. It's got to be another classmate, or one of the other classes. And the Badge of Graduation for someone who has graduated here. So that's probably another of the faculty. Oh, they'll actually say no if it's not theirs. Interesting. Do you lose rep? You could cook with people. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want... What do we got here? I could do that. I could do that. Ah, gotcha. Oh, I guess we could stop being in full screen mode now that Noskasta has answered me. I don't think I was in any cliques, but if you mean which groups and clubs I was in, oh geez, dude. like the networking club and the programming club and the chess club and the TV productions group, and I was in both of the acting troupes. I was also part of the cheerleading group. I was in band briefly. Yeah, this sounds disgusting. A baked tart with stewed herring and fruit mixed into the batter. That sounds awful. God, ugh. No, thank you. I was trumpet. This goes to brass. I'm thinking about my options here. Give me a minute. Okay, I saw one that will work out for what I want here. Which was up here somewhere. Yeah, god dang it. I swore I saw one. Maybe I'm starting to lose it, guys. Nope, there it is. We're going to do that with Mercedes. And Manuela.
This is my absolute favorite. This.
I wish I got those immediately, but whatever. I'm thinking I'm going to spend the other hour on training. I'm just debating which skill I want to train. Skills, I guess. Well, what helps me recruit Mercedes? Because I can't go check because UI issues, as I just mentioned.
You spend too much.
So she can do Lance and Boo. You need, so there's two factors, Aethel. You need to have good rep with them, which is why I'm trying to you know, get in good with everyone. And you need to have the skill. Now, near as I can tell, if you just have the rep, you can bypass the skill. But still, both are factors, so, you know. If there's a time limit on recruiting people, yeah, I'd kind of like to get on that as quickly as possible. Yeah, I feel like Bo was one of Mercedes's, but I don't remember which type of magic was the other one. I don't know, Dakota. Really, Bio? That's hysterical. I guess we'll find out whenever we finally successfully recruit someone, though. Mercedes, Grey Wolf. I'm pretty sure Bo was one of her things. Pretty sure. And I don't mind raising Bo because I want several archers on my team. But I would like to know the other one. Casually walking through town here. Who the heck trains magic? Well, what's she train? Sword and brawler. Whoops. Wrong way. I'm gonna check what Ray teaches, because, I mean, faith, right? And she's gonna die soon, so... Oh, wow. She teaches both types of magic, and brawler and sword. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and push faith.
The glory of progress.
And we's done, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yep. So with that, yeah, let's go ahead and break here, basically. And then we'll move forward with the month when we come back. So I will be back in about an hour, guys.